What's going on, guys? It's Muskie911 here, and I'm back for some more Gone Home. That is right. Now, I want to talk to you guys real quick. I've been kind of doing some research and stuff on Gone Home, and just see what else I can do. Kind of fun. I haven't been cheating, but I just kind of been like looking like, alright, what have I missed? So, yeah. But we're gonna go through it. Another thing is, YouTube messaged me. That's right. Um, I've been copyrighted. Darn. Yep. But I know, I know what I'm doing wrong. But yep, I can't be showing you guys all the music and stuff, cause yeah. But I might email. I think it's Fullbright. Yep, Fullbright, and tell them, hey, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Can I make it? Oh. Oh. You know what? Forget it. Alright. What's this?
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever.
Oh.
And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Alright, so I do feel bad. Look, but guys, they had a key. She's talking.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Guys, I think we're near the end. But you guys are gonna hate me. That's right. I'm not gonna go up there right now. There's a couple things I missed. Yep, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You can start yelling at me, whatever. But there's a couple things I did miss. Alright. Now, I was looking around and I missed quite a bit. Like, okay, so downstairs I think there was a note in the attic that I missed. Or not in the attic. The basement. So, yep, we're gonna go down here. Go, technically.
I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
It's... I don't know what to say. I'm happy for Sam. Now, even though Lonnie's a girl, I don't care. What difference does that make? So what if she's a girl? Who cares? But right now, what we're gonna do, just off the record, is we're gonna listen to every one of them. There we go.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where. I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Next.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
It's okay, little sis. It's okay. We'll get through it.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. She's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Next.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that Psycho House girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the Psycho House. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So now we've met Lonnie. There we go.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Alright. On to the next one.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, "I need to fix these roots. Think you could help?" Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Wow. Alright. Keep going.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Yep. Always can. There was nothing wrong.
Lonnie came over today. But everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Wow. Something just clicked in my head that I didn't really realize earlier. Sam was saying that to Lonnie. I thought Lonnie was saying that to Sam. I was wrong. But it's different now.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Wow. I missed that one. Let's see, where'd it go? Oh, that was supposed to be red, so we're gonna have to read that again later. What?
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Wow. Alright. Let's keep going, guys. It's a tough story.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation. Following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Hey, you know, life's confusing, okay? Sometimes, just gotta stay with it. Just gotta stick with it, okay? Alright? Stick with it, and just keep on moving. Might be a very long phase, you know.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, You've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Be you. Don't be ashamed of it, okay, guys? Be who you really are. Don't hide it. You know, no matter what people say. Just be you.
I asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions, no contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country? The other side of the world? My mind, like, can't process it. She's really going to be gone. Just gone.
Sucks when friends have to leave, especially when it's a loved one.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Don't say it like that. You're gonna make me cry. Alright, guys. June 5th, 1955. Here we go.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
I keep doing that. I keep ruining the moment, guys. I'm sorry.
The sunset light in this house. The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Alright, guys. It's time to go in, guys. I opened it already, but I about forgot to record, so. Alright, there we go. Anything around here? What is this?
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
She did it. Go to her. Go to her. Don't leave her. I'm actually really happy for her. I am really, really happy. Wait, what's this? Uh-oh. Here we go. Is this it? Please return to Katie Greenberg. Oh, I can't move.
Katie.
Oh.
I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person. That I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love,
Oh
Sam.
my god. That's it. That is it. Wow. You know, I'm happy for Sam. I am. I'm glad she went. I am really happy she went with her. Because they seemed like, or she seemed like she really loved her. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy she went. She's happy. She's in love. You know, that's the best thing ever. Well, guys, that's it. Game's over. We have did it. And 3 episodes. I mean, that's crazy. That's really fast, actually. But you know, this was a small game. It was free for PlayStation, so I was like, you know what? This would be a great video if I just completed this whole thing. Look what we did. This is an amazing love story. Not many guys like love stories, and I really enjoyed it. It felt like a movie to me. It was amazing. Thank you guys for staying around, watching this, and playing this with me. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much. If you guys liked it, hit that like button down below. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next video, and in the next, and the next. I'll see you guys around. Goodbye, guys. Peace.